my source of information. So he grabbed it, and he was about to beat me with it. Like it was coming, and all of a sudden, I remember I didn't answer any of his questions. So he got madder and madder and madder and madder. And in my mind, I'm like, this day had finally come, where I was confronted. What am I going to do? Do I deny Jesus, or what do I do? Are you willing to die? Like, seriously, Rifqa, think about it. And I remember just telling Dad, stop. And he's like, and he threatened me, I will kill you, tell me the truth. And he said those words, and I'm like, Dad, I want to learn more about Islam. The reason I said that is because once I had come to know the Lord, and once I had come to, even though they put me in all these classes, I didn't really listen. I didn't really engage myself. And I said, of course I would come back, but it would calm my dad down. Without him, like, seriously, I would be harmed that night. And so that really calmed him down. He was like, okay. That was the key word. And he's like, okay.
Let me ask you a question. You said you were waiting for him to hit you with a laptop. What did he do to make you think you were going to be hit?
He had it in his hand, about to do it.
About to do it. What it's either, can you articulate or show me what you
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, basically, this is a laptop, right? He had it like this, like.
So he had it raised up a position like he was getting ready to start.
Yeah, he was in the process of doing it, but the minute I started speaking, because I remember at this point I didn't say anything to him. I didn't know what was I supposed to say, and.
So that's when you told him that you wanted to learn more about Islam.
Yeah.
To break the tension, to bring him down?
To bring him down, and that did calm him down.
Okay.
Because in his mind, remember, the Islamic apostasy law states that if a person converts from, or steps away from their faith, you can ask them if they will return, and only if they do return back, they're safe. If not, they're considered an apostate. And by law, they have to kill you. If you look at the Bukhari and the verses, Quran verses show that. I knew that too, because they teach it. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, so I started. They put me in class.
This occurred about when? You said in the summer of this year?
Yeah. Oh, this year.
June of this year. Okay.
June of this year.
Okay.
And so that's why I think baptism. I knew I had to be baptized if I was going to die. Yeah, I would want to be. And so in my mind, that month was absolutely terrible. I mean, my friends knew that something was wrong. They just knew, just the way that I was acting. And they were scared for me. They started really getting scared. And I remember asking them to pray for me. And Jamal Javanji, I sent him a message, him and his daughter, please pray, please pray. I begged them to pray. I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew that the moment would come. But you might be wondering, why are you here in Florida now? What changed? You could have stayed there. But my mom found a book. It was called The Mantle of Esther. And that weekend, my dad was gone, and I was at work that day. I don't remember. I was at work, and I think the night before she had gotten suspicious because how I prayed was I went outside to pray. We had a balcony there, and here's our house. We lived in an apartment. Okay, here's the apartment, and then here's the kitchen, and here's the living room, and things of that sort. And then if you open the door, here's the balcony.
Okay.
It's a small balcony, but you could go outside, and that's how I prayed. My parents would be sleeping, and they started really getting curious. They would hear sounds at night. My mom had gotten through my stuff. And I came home, and she ripped my backpack. She was really aggressive, and she searched it, looking for a Bible or something of that sort to prove that this book, it was a Christian book. And she seemed fanatic. Like she had my dad on the phone, and I knew that she talked to him. And my phone actually that night was cut by my dad. He cut my, and then this is it.
Cut it off?
He deactivated it.
When was this?
Friday or Saturday. You guys can look at the phone records.
Friday or Saturday?
July, weekend of July 19th that I ran away.
And okay, in relationship to the day that you left the house, how many days prior to that? Couple days. So a couple days before you leave, and this is what's occurring. Okay.
This is what's occurring, and so I knew I had to leave, and I actually wrote my family a note. Guys, I wrote them a note, saying that I was kidnapped, but I wrote them a note. I don't know if you can find it somehow, but these are the exact words. It said, "Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I refuse to deny Him. I pray and hope you find His mercy and forgiveness. Love you both dearly, Rifqa." How can I forget that? I put it on the bed. I literally had I had the clothes in my back, and I had a backpack. How you guys might be wondering, well, how do I know I was coming to Florida? I had met Beverly and Blake through a Facebook ministry online. You guys should talk to Facebook. Okay, here, I'll give you guys some names.
What's the ministry's name?
United States of Prayer. But our Facebook community was really a close group too. We would really encourage one another, and here's a Facebook community that I think you guys should talk to. They all knew the fear. They had an intercession call for me. But here are the names. Mara, M-A-R-A, S-A-D-A-A-T, Josh McCoy, Josh, M-C-K-O-Y, Shannon, S-H-A-N-N-O-N, P-S-O-T-T-O, Tammy Youngblood, T-A-M-M-Y, Y-O-U-N-G, Youngblood, Devin, D-E-V-I-N, Ashcroft, A-S-H-C-R-O-F-T, Mary Lesperance, M-A-R-Y, L-E-S-P-E-R-A-N-C-E, Held, H-E-L-D.
Hold on. Mary
Held. That's her last name.
Okay.
Mara. Rita, R-I-T-A-E-I-D-S-O-N.
Rita, I'm sorry, last name?
E-I-D-S-O-N.
Okay.
Brian, B-R-I-A-N. Covina. No. There's so much more. I can try to look up.
These were all on the Facebook?
Yes.
Where are these people located?
All around the world.
All around the world, okay.
Some in Florida, some in Indiana.
And they know about what?
They know about me and my situation.
About your situation.
Because I lived in fear, and I talked to them, and I actually, this is kind of cool, but I had one of my friends in there, some of them, and I called them on the phone, one of the girls, Shannon, I remember, and we had code words. Because they knew my situation. I couldn't speak for them. Oh, Jesus, blah, blah, blah. So I had code words. For example, asking would be praying. The big guy is the Father. Love letter was the Bible. Just code words like that we would have.
What was the defining point when you made the decision, I have to leave home?
When my mom confronted me.
Confronted you?
Basically, what I did not mention is my dad had not only threatened to kill me, he said those words. Not only did he say that, but another threat that they had made.
What did he say specifically?
I will kill you. Tell me the truth. And I knew what he was meaning, I will kill you to, is not only...
He said that when?
We had a laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, and not only that, is another threat huge, which I knew this could be a huge possibility, was sending me back to Sri Lanka. And if they did that, there all the laws are very different than here. It's allowed there. So they could do whatever they wanted. And that I was in very much fear of.
Who did you tell these, or who did you tell about the threats against you and your family? Who did you confide in?
Confide in?
Yeah.
I can give you names. Robert is one of the people. Robert NG. That's his last name.
How do you know him?
Facebook. School connections. A lot of these are school connections too, like kids, like sports and things of that sort. Randomly.
Did he go to school with you?
No.
Who's your best friend?
I'm the type of person, honestly, that everyone loves. Like, I talk to everyone.
Oh, you gotta have somebody that you talk
close
to more than anybody, yeah.
School best friend or like a best friend?
Best friend.
You tell all your secrets to.
Yeah, somebody you tell all your secrets to.
Okay. Probably there's a girl named Rohita Javangala. I call her Nikki, but she doesn't go to school. like to my school, but she was a really close friend.
What's her last name?
Javangala, Javangula. Another one, I guess. Let me try to think. If I have something really fun that goes on, who do I call?
Did you tell this Javita?
Yeah, she knew. She knew.
The problems you were having at home?
Oh, yeah, she knew. Yeah.
How about adult-wise? Did you speak to any adults?
I did. Actually, there's a school teacher that knew everything, and she offered her home to me.
Who was that?
Debbie Cromp.
Is that your high school? One of your high school teachers?
No, she's a high school teacher.
Debbie
What's your
Cromp.
last name?
Cromp, C-R-O-M-P.
At what high school?
New Albany High School. That was my high school. And she, after I started becoming very open in my school about my faith, people started to, identify me with Christian, and she confronted. She said, "I'm scared for you."